Hello, Catherine Perry here with I See Potentials. Thank you so much for joining me. And I want to share with you just some ideas about how we can really make change. You know, I don't know if you're like me, but I spent a lot of years reading a lot of books, taking a lot of programs, spending a lot of time in processes and classes. But in the end of the day, I really did not notice that big a change. Now, I would have beautiful healing experiences, I would have releases, and I would have some new insights, but I noticed that there was not real change happening, and I got really frustrated. And I even worked as a coach, and I still do today, helping people make change. But one little tweak started making the difference for me personally and in people's lives. So, what I want to be doing is sharing with you some of the small steps that led to that adjustment. And I want to start with talking to you today about our beliefs. Now, this is the first thing you hear. Like, if you want to advance in any area of your life, the first thing they tell you is you've got to get your mindset right. You have to change your beliefs. So I did this, and you probably should say, well, what are my beliefs? And I'm going to change that belief, and then that will change everything. But there are some beliefs that are so deeply ingrained that we don't even really understand that the thing that we believe is not necessarily true. We might call them, hey, here's the reason. So what I'm talking about is we'll have something happen, or we'll have somebody behave a certain way, let's say, and we don't like it. We might not like that person, and then we have our opinion about why they are behaving a certain way. The other thing that we notice is that we don't necessarily like how we are with them. We're hard, maybe we get shut down, maybe we feel powerless, maybe they just bring up bad feelings in us. And so we have this idea more about them than ourselves. So here's a little demonstration of that. I want you to think about being on a beautiful day at a beautiful resort. You're with your sweetheart and you're enjoying a gorgeous dinner. The waiter is funny and attentive and charming, and you're just having a fabulous time. The sun is shining, there's the breeze, you're looking out on a beautiful vista. And what could be better than this moment? Just allow yourself to be transported there for a moment. And just breathe into that. And yes, you're welcome. Here's your little vacation for the day. And just go ahead and allow yourself to take that in and go, And maybe it's a good friend, maybe it's a loved one, maybe it's a fantasy figure, whoever that is. And you're just the best version of yourself. You're charming, you're funny, you're smart. There's a great connection going here. Now, out of the corner of your eye, you see a little movement. And then a figure appears. And moving closer to you is the one person you can't stand. You know, that person from the office or that in-law or that relative, that neighbor, that one person that just gets your goat every time. It could even be a politician, whoever that is that you just cannot even stand the sight of. And we all have that person. Okay, even I have that person that I'm still will still get to me from time to time. But just think about that one person coming in and sitting down, and imagine having a good time with that person. Now, what happened to you when I introduced that person? You might have actually felt a clinch or an upset, or you might have said, I don't want to think about that person. Get them out of here. And now they're going to be at the table. And then, could you imagine having a good time with them? That one person you can't stand. And for the most part, most people say no. Okay, you could be one of the 1%, but for the most people, for the most part, people say no. And why not? This is your fantasy. You're imagining. You can imagine anything. We have a fictional waiter. We're in a fictional place. We're having even fictional sunshine. Well, all of that's based on memories and you're linking back to past experiences. So you're taking something from the past that you've experienced and you're imagining it in the future and you're having present time feelings, right? So the same thing is happening with that person who you don't like. You're projecting your past experiences and past emotions with that person into the future and creating real-time present negative feelings. Now, here's the good news. This is all based on a belief that you have about that person, but also it's more importantly the belief you have about yourself. What if the only thing that it would take to change your perception about what would be possible in this fantasy would be to have a new idea about this person, right? What if that's all it took? Maybe that person won the lottery that you can't stand and for some reason they decided they liked you and they were there that day to hand you $1 million check. Would you take it? And what if they imagine, oh, here's the $1 million check and I want you to say, I'm sorry I've been a jerk to you? Could you imagine that? Well, it's all happening. Even what you think you're experiencing right now in what we call real time, it's all happening through the power of your imagination. It's all internal, and it's everything that we're projecting outside of us all the time. And in psychology terms, or in energetic psychology, what we say is that that person who is that negative, controlling, that hateful person, that angry person, whatever thought you have about that person, it's actually an aspect of yourself based on something that happened in your past, right? So let's say you had a relative that was mean to you, yelled at you, put you down, and then you grow up, you go to the office, and lo and behold, your boss is angry and mean to you and puts you down. Well, what we say is what you've done is you have this experience, this little play, this internal play that's happening, and you have cast the current people in your life into those roles. And until you change yourself, those people are going to continue to play that negative role of being the opposer to you. Now that's a little heavy. I know this is the first time we met, but you need to understand that your current reality is based on decisions you made in the past about who you are. And I want to take you through a little technique that kind of allows you to free yourself up of being under the influence of negative people. But I'm going to tell you, when I take people through this process, something kind of amazing happens. Not only do the people that I go through feel more resourceful and energetic and positive and feel like, yeah, I could deal with that person. I have more understanding about that. I could be more patient, or I could make new choices and about who I'm going to be with. That other person's behavior actually starts to change, and this has happened time and time again. So would you be willing to allow that person that you don't care for, and unless they're straight up abusive to you, what will happen is you're operating at a particular vibration right now, and you're in this agreement in this what we call a thought field, right? Well, when you make a shift into a higher vibration, something happens. They either rise up in the vibration with you and they're transformed, or they simply go away. Okay? So the only person you can change is you. But when we allow people to be in a different role or position with us, and what we say is we relieve them of the obligation of hurting us anymore or being negative to us anymore, then not only do we free ourselves, we free other people to be themselves. So I just want to take you through a little meditation to kind of show you how that can work, how you can have a different feeling about who you are. And then I want to invite you to join us because we're doing these little series. We're going to be doing these every day, these little series of video teachings where we do a little short teaching. Then we take you through a meditation. And then we do have a bigger program that's coming, and we'll be announcing that very soon. But we want to give you the chance to really experience this work and to experience yourself in a new way. Because you are wonderful. You have gifts and skills and talents, and you have a dream that has been whispering to you, and you just have some small ideas that are keeping you from accessing your big vision. So we're going to go through this little meditation, and then I want you to be sure to fill in your information below so that you don't miss a single one of these messages, because we're going to be going deep, and we're going to be going fast, and we're going to be making a big difference in your life. So what I want to invite you to do right now, and this is a shortened version of what we call the I See Potentials process or meditation. And this is just a little abbreviated version, but you're definitely going to get a sense of what it is, and you're going to get a new idea. Okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to just kind of close your eyes, settle into your body, and right now I want you, with your eyes closed, focus on your heart and the people that you love and care about, and the people who love and care about you. And as you think about the people that you love and you care about, and the people who love and care about you, just let that love and care turn into light. And let that light shine all around you. Now, right now, there are people that you may see or not see who have one job, and that's to support you and to help you. So we call that invisible support. So right now, let's bring you into awareness all of the invisible help and support that's available to you right now. And breathe into that support. You might not know what direction it's coming from. You might not know how to receive it. You might not even know how to believe it. But simply allow yourself to be supported. And there are the people that you wish to love and care for and give support to. And there's causes that you believe in and the good that you want to do in the world. So let that just continue to expand. One molecule, one particle of light connecting one to another. Now right now in your heart, I want you to know that I see you and I see the master that you are. And I'm just going to consciously align to that inner master being that is eternal, that completely understands the meaning and the reason behind everything that's ever happened to you and knows exactly what your purpose and your mission is. And I want you to know that I see you and I greet you. And right now, I'm going to just invite you to allow yourself to ground and connect into the earth. And just feel your body being completely supported by the earth. Feel the earth's connection to you. And just imagine that you've got long, light energy roots that go down into the earth, connecting into the riches below the surface. And there's even hidden treasure, undiscovered treasure. Now let's bring up that earth energy to support your body as we begin to raise our vibration. And now we just want to become aware of a beam of light that's shining down on us. That is our spiritual connection. Now, with your eyes closed, just imagine that this beam of light that's shining down is shining through you, and it's connecting in and blending with the Earth's energy. And this light is mixing and mingling with your heart light. With your eyes closed, roll your eyes up as if you are looking up through the top of your head. And imagine that you're sending your consciousness up, 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 that pole of light. And as you're going up, higher and higher, you're breaking through into a new level of awareness called open potential. Now just in this space, as you've broken through the light, allow yourself to expand and get bigger than the ideas that you have about yourself, about your potential, and about your choices. Oh, it's so nice to be free of these little thoughts and ideas. Now allow your eyes to relax. And imagine that you can see this golden portal of light that you just traveled up, and move yourself so that you could look back down. Eyes are closed, eyes relaxed. Move your eyes wherever they need to go in order to see down the pole of light. And you could look down and you could see yourself, maybe even sitting at that dinner table with that person they can't stand, and even the one that you love and who loves you. And the three of you are together. And right now, just from this position, you may have new thoughts and ideas about what you're seeing. From this position, so high up, it may just look like three people at a table. But what else do you know? And just allow whatever that thought or idea to come up. And right now, I just want to invite you to imagine that you're creating a ball of light, and within that light is love, peace, and understanding. And we want to send that ball of light of peace, love, and understanding right down that pole of that beam of light, and just look down and watch as this little love ball of light with peace and understanding goes right down, lands on the table, and that energy kind of goes up and splashes on each person involved, all three of you. And as you're there, just notice as any negative energy, emotions, fears, anger, resentment, any judgments or prejudice, that just starts to unwind, unbind, release, and dissolve. And on you and everyone at the table. And right now, just become aware of that energy in your body that's already shifting as we're sending this pure love of peace and understanding right down into the center of your being. And now, let that version of yourself that you are picture, visualizing, or imagine that's sitting at that table in that beautiful place, those two other people, is free to float up, 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 up that beam of light. And right now, there's something that version of yourself, the way that you see yourself, is someone who is restricted or limited or put down or treated unfairly. There's something you need. And right now, we can't know exactly what you need. So we're going to send you right to the heart of the Creator so that you get exactly what you need. So we're going to just watch you go right up and get the healing and the love and the information. We're going to let you get everything that you need in order to feel empowered, to feel free to create anything you desire, and to create even more enjoyable experiences. Free to imagine new things. There we go. And as you watch that version of yourself go up and out, now we're going to let your two companions come up that pole of light. And we're going to let them go get exactly what they need in order to be happy and to be free. Now we're going to bring that version of you back down so that you can see yourself looking at yourself at the entry of this portal. And right now I'm going to speak directly to you, this version of yourself. Now when you do this for yourself, you will actually say your name. So for example, if your name were Mary, I would say, Mary, I absolutely know that you are now free to enjoy your evenings and to enjoy the company of people in your life. I absolutely know that you are surrounded with people who love you, respect you, and believe in you, and give you support in all the ways you deserve to be supported now. And I bless you. And so just see yourself getting those words spoken in. I see you. I see you're getting everything you need, and I bless you. And right now there may be a struggle that you're going through. Right now you may need money or clients. You may need a solution to a problem. You may need a new car or a house. Whatever it is that you need. Right now I want to invite you to speak that into your life. So you would say, so I'm going to actually say it for you, but what you're going to do is you're going to follow along. So what you're going to do is you're going to state your name, and then you're going to say, I absolutely see and know that you now have, and then state whatever it is that that person, that version of you needs right now, in your hand. And I bless you. Allow yourself to be seen and known. And now imagine, picture, or visualize the thing that you desire being right in your hand. It could be a symbol, it could be a check, it could be a contract or car keys or house key, it could be a job offer, whatever it is you're asking for. Put that symbol of it, that agreement right in your hand, and now watch yourself come down that pole of light, coming back down into that beautiful scene, having everything that you need. And now we're going to let your loving companion come down in their proper role and position in your life. And now that person who is so difficult for you, now that they've gotten the healing that they need, they've gotten what they need in order to be happy, bring them down into their proper role and position. And now feel yourself coming back down. And right now we're just going to take the energy of this scene And we're going to bring everyone back into your heart. Surrounding everything in light, feeling that light shine through every part of who you are, who you've been, who you're destined to become. Rewinding, reconnecting, ground into this. Move your body around. When that feels complete, open your eyes. So now, think about that scene again, and this is a key piece that a lot of people don't think about. Think about again that scene of where you were having this beautiful dinner, you're having a great time, you're in this beautiful place, amazing views. And now, when you think about that person coming in who before it felt very negative, how does it feel now? Just notice how it feels. For a lot of people, they may go, they're not even there. I don't worry about it. If they were there, it would be okay. Maybe maybe they stopped by to say hi and they went on. But what you'll notice is there's some shift in how you're visualizing it, and there's some shift also in how you're imagining it and feeling it. I hope this has been beneficial. And we're going to be going more into detail about what this process was, what the meaning is, and really how you can do this even faster than the visualization I just gave you. So thank you so much. Be sure and fill in on the bottom. And so until next time, this is Catherine Perry with I See Potentials, and I Witness Your Mastery.